took my credit card off because I found out that Towanda has been using my credit card to pay her phone bill. Give me my money back. That was not a gift.
But what you steal?
I don't steal it.
1 minute ago. That's the timestamp lighting the internet on fire. Screenshots, deleted posts, private messages leaking into public timelines. And right at the center of it all, Towanda Braxton. Because according to what's exploding across blogs and fan pages right now, this isn't just another messy Braxton family moment. This feels different, heavier, like something people weren't supposed to see yet. Whispers are spreading that Towanda may have quietly left the country. Just as conversations around her finances started getting very uncomfortable. No confirmation. No official statement. Just silence, and silence is loud. Fans are replaying old clips with fresh eyes, pulling receipts from years ago, freezing frames like evidence boards. That one argument, that one line, that one moment Tamar said something that didn't sound like shade anymore. It sounded like a warning. Suddenly, people aren't laughing. They're asking questions. Dangerous questions. About bankruptcy paperwork. About money labeled as gifts. About assets that allegedly changed hands at very convenient times. And about whether federal eyes are now watching closer than anyone ever expected. Timelines are spiraling. Tamar's name is trending alongside words nobody expected to see attached to the Braxton family. Old tweets are resurfacing. Cryptic posts are being read like coded messages. Fans are arguing, crying, picking sides in real time. Some say this has been building for years. Others say the truth just slipped out by accident. But everyone agrees on one thing. This doesn't feel like reality TV anymore. Because when a celebrity goes quiet, when travel rumors start flying, and when old family drama suddenly lines up with legal language fans barely understand, it creates one terrifying question that nobody can answer yet. Is this just internet speculation spiraling out of control? Or are we watching the beginning of the biggest Braxton scandal yet? And if you
live, because I put down your down payment.
You sure did. Thank you so much for
and
that.
Now that
Thank
you got
so
this
much for the
accident, give me my money back. That was not a gift.
The guy. Yes, it was.
And if you think this stops here, it absolutely doesn't. It didn't start with a headline. It started with silence. The kind of silence that makes people uncomfortable. Towanda Braxton didn't post, didn't clap back, didn't deny anything. And in the world of celebrity chaos, that absence felt louder than any statement ever could. Within hours, fan pages were whispering the same thing. Something serious was unfolding behind the scenes. And the Braxton name was once again sitting at the center of a storm that felt far bigger than reality TV. Drama. What pushed this into overdrive was a rumor that spread faster than anyone could control. Multiple gossip accounts claimed Towanda had quietly left the country just as online discussions about her finances started taking a darker turn. No proof, no confirmation. Just screenshots of flight speculation, cryptic posts disappearing, and a sudden digital blackout that felt calculated. And once that rumor hit, the internet did what it always does. It started digging old episodes of Braxton family values.
But what you steal?
I don't steal anything.
You don't?
What I stole?
You stole men.
Who's the man that I stole?
Tony's. Matter of respect. I respect where people are. That's just.
Is that where
I respect where people are. I don't engage. I don't pour into certain types of energy. Mm-hmm. I make different choices in my life. Mm-hmm. And that's just where I am.
Values were suddenly being watched like courtroom footage. Fans weren't laughing anymore. They were pausing scenes, rewinding arguments, dissecting tone, reading lips. One clip in particular began circulating everywhere. Tamar, visibly angry, saying she knew exactly where Towanda lived because she helped put money down on that house. At the time, viewers thought it was just sibling shade. Now, people were calling it a breadcrumb, a warning hiding in plain sight. The conversation quickly shifted from family beef to paper trail. Fans began reposting screenshots from years ago, pointing out that Towanda once listed Tamar as a creditor in bankruptcy paperwork, labeling tens of thousands of dollars as a gift. Tamar, on the other hand, had publicly referred to it as a loan. That single word difference, gift versus loan, is what people online say changed everything. Because two fans who suddenly sound like amateur legal experts, mislabeling money during bankruptcy isn't just messy. It's serious. And then came the whispers about scrutiny. Not charges, not confirmations, just talk. Talk that certain documents were being looked at more closely. Talk that financial records tied to phone bills, shared addresses, and recurring payments were raising eyebrows. One viral post claimed multiple phone lines had allegedly been paid under Tamar's name for years. At first, it sounded exaggerated, like typical Stan War nonsense, until more people started saying the same thing. Until screenshots began lining up. Suddenly, Tamar's old frustration didn't look dramatic anymore. It looked exhausted. Clips resurfaced where she accused her sisters of using her, of crossing boundaries, of blurring lines between help and entitlement. Fans noticed how often money came up in their fights. Loans, bills, who paid for what, who owed who. It was all there, just ignored until now. And the tension didn't stop at finances. Once people started pulling threads.
Stealing and helping?
But what you steal?
I don't steal anything.
You don't?
What I stole?
You sold men.
Who's the man that I stole?
Tony's.
Pulling threads, everything unraveled. Arguments about loyalty, accusations about men, old wounds reopened with new context. One explosive on-camera exchange where Towanda accused Tamar of stealing men suddenly resurfaced. And fans didn't see it as a throwaway insult anymore. They saw it as deflection, as a tactic, as two sisters throwing grenades because neither trusted the other anymore. Social media turned into a battlefield. One side painted Towanda as misunderstood, a woman drowning in family pressure. The other side was ruthless, accusing her of manipulation, deception, and living beyond her means. People began sharing screenshots of alleged asset listings, comparing them to lifestyle choices shown on TV. Questions started flying about cars, properties, and expenses that didn't seem to match what Towanda herself had once claimed about her finances. Then came the older stories, the ones fans had forgotten or brushed aside. An arrest years ago that quietly disappeared from public conversation. Allegations made on podcasts that were dismissed as bitterness at the time. Claims involving family money that sounded too ugly to be true. Suddenly,
the thing that I didn't do.
So who gave the man my address?
It's called an attorney.
Oh, he can't find my address in that letter. That house not even under my name. Because I know y'all don't give a about me. I'm not expecting y'all to really give a about me. But what I am asking about is my child.
those stories felt heavier. Not proven, but louder. Louder because people were now connecting dots they never bothered to connect before. What made everything worse was the family's reaction or lack of one. Tony, usually the peacemaker, went silent. No supportive posts. No vague inspirational quotes. Just distance. Trina stopped sharing throwbacks. Tamar didn't deny anything, but she didn't confirm either. And in internet culture, silence is rarely read as innocence. Fans interpreted it as strategy, as legal advice, as people being told to say less because saying anything could make things worse. One clip sent. People spiraling harder than the rest. Tamar breaking down, talking about her home being violated, about feeling unsafe, about having to spend obscene amounts of money on security to protect herself and her child. She spoke about someone close to her giving out her address despite knowing the danger. Fans immediately connected that pain to everything else. Trust, betrayal, money, family. Suddenly, story wasn't just about finances. It was about survival. People started asking dangerous questions. Who gave out that address? Who crossed that line? Was it carelessness or something darker? Tamar's words felt raw, unfiltered, and deeply personal, and viewers believed her. Not because she was perfect, but because her fear felt real. And once people believe fear, they stop excusing behavior. Meanwhile, rumors about Towanda's personal life added fuel to the fire. Fans noticed
I won't be able to be there, but that's why I was calling you.
That made me very sad.
I know.
Fans noticed that major family moments were happening without Tamar present. A wedding celebration, a bridal shower, big milestones that screamed unity. Yet key sisters were missing. At the time, it looked like petty drama. In hindsight, fans now believe the distance was intentional, protective, calculated. Speculation exploded that Toni had quietly removed herself from shared ventures long before the public knew anything was wrong. No announcement, no explanation.
Got robbed. That was really hard for me. And people that's close to me knew that. And I have gone to great lengths and spent an obscene amount of money keeping my home and keeping myself safe, because it's just Logan and myself.
Yeah.
And when that was violated, that was like, wow, so y'all giving out my address now? Well, y'all know. Because I know everybody was like, well, she lived with her mother, and everybody thought I was having financial issues. No, that wasn't the case. I just didn't feel safe anywhere.
Yeah.
You know? And it was like, I didn't want to leave from my mother's house, because if everybody has a good relationship with their parents, your home or your family's home is a safe place. Mm-hmm. So for me, it took me a long time to actually buy a house here that I actually lived in. Like, I have 3 that's just sitting here in the city because I just didn't feel safe enough to move into.
Yeah, so when they gave out that address, you just felt like they already knew what you was going through?
Yeah, man, because, not only did he send it to my house once, he sent it to my house 3 times. He sent it to my house. He had someone walk it up to my house. He sent it where they sent it through U.S. mail, and then they sent it through U.S. mail, and then they sent it through
and it said your name on it.
Said my name, where I was, and sent it through UPS. And I'm like, I mean, are we being intentional here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was really upset about it. And unfortunately, at that table was the first time that I had seen
them, like, I got a cease and desist, and nobody said anything.
Because it was never a factor of a cease and desist. It was a factor of who gave out my personal information.
Yeah.
My home.
It's about being blamed for something that I didn't do.
So who gave the man my address?
It's called an attorney.
Oh, he can't find my address in that letter. That house not even under my name. Because I know y'all don't give a about me. I'm not expecting y'all to really give a about me. But what I am asking about is my child.
Just gone. People read that as someone stepping away before getting pulled into something messy. Because when finances get questioned, everyone nearby starts checking their own paper trail. As the days passed, the rumor mill refused to slow down. Some accounts claimed assets had been moved between names. Others suggested business revenue had been rerouted. None of it confirmed. All of it discussed like fact. And that's the scariest part. How fast speculation becomes belief once the public loses trust. Through it all, Towanda stayed quiet. No interviews. No.
Toni said she was going to do the bridal shower. Mm-hmm. She's not doing the bridal shower. Somebody else is making sure everything is right for the bridal shower. I mean, I just thought that everybody would be, happy and excited and wanting to be a part of it and want to be involved, but I'm not getting any of that, and that makes me sad.
No denial, no clarification. Fans said it felt like watching someone disappear in real time. And when combined with whispers about her leaving the country, that silence turned into panic, anger, and obsession. People wanted answers. They weren't getting any. By the time blogs started summarizing everything into timelines, damage was already done. Towanda's image wasn't just bruised, it was being rewritten by strangers with Wi-Fi and opinions. Tamar, once labeled dramatic, was suddenly being reframed as prophetic. Toni's silence looked less neutral and more strategic. And the Braxton family, once sold as unbreakable, now felt fractured beyond repair. What makes this moment terrifying isn't what's proven, it's what feels possible. When old arguments start sounding like confessions, when reality TV footage feels like archived evidence, when family loyalty collapses under the weight of money and mistrust, and when fans start believing they're watching a scandal unfold in real time, not scripted, it's not edited, not controlled.
Able to be there, That's why I was calling you.
That made me very sad.
I know.
And the most chilling part? According to people watching closely, this still feels like the calm before something bigger breaks. Because if the speculation turns into confirmation, if silence turns into statements, if rumors turn into consequences, then everything the public thought they knew about the Braxton family could shatter overnight. And right now, the question hanging in the air isn't whether this is messy, it's how much worse it's about to get. This is one of those moments where watching quietly isn't enough. Because stories like this don't unfold twice. They don't rewind. They don't wait for everyone to catch up. What you're seeing right now is the internet piecing together something in real time. And once the next detail drops, the narrative will shift forever. If you blink, you miss it. If you stay silent, you're letting other people control how this story is told. If you've made it this far, you already feel it, that uneasy feeling that there's more hiding beneath the surface. More clips that haven't resurfaced yet. More screenshots that haven't leaked yet. More
Very much posted her videos on social media with some accusations about her family. My family was a little surprised.
Well, there was a lot going on the internet.
Tamar announced that she would be interviewing our niece Ashley on Tamar's podcast. I didn't think it was a good idea.
I am getting Ashley. You're not going to make me feel bad about that. I wanted her to come to a safe place.
more silence that hasn't been broken yet. And when it finally cracks, it's going to crack loud. The kind of loud that floods timelines, divides fandoms, forces people to pick sides whether they want to or not. This is why your voice matters here. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Say what you think is really going on. Call out what doesn't add up. Because the conversation doesn't move forward without you pushing it. And trust the people involved are watching the reaction just as closely as you are. Hit like if you believe this story is far from over. Subscribe if you don't want to be late when the next twist hits. Because when updates start moving fast, only the people who stayed locked in will understand how it all connects. Everyone else will be scrambling, confused, trying to catch up after the damage is already done. This isn't just celebrity gossip anymore. This is a moment. And moments like this don't wait for permission. Stay here, stay alert. Because what comes next could change everything.